Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Moments De Gea that recently released today, actually. This is the content for today. Goalie reviews are very strange because, as you guys know, goalies are pretty inconsistent anyways. Like, there's a few goalkeepers in the game that are just really, really good for some people, and there's just some that aren't good for some people. Like, I love Ter Stegen's rare gold card, right? I never used the upgraded version of his card, but I know that his rare gold card consistently performs really well for me. But I've seen some people in the comment section at times tell me that he's really, really bad for them, right? So I guess it's just very, very situational. For me personally, I think that there's some goalkeepers that are just really good. Like, I liked the rare golds De Gea, but the Footmas De Gea felt very strange. It's very weird how the goalies work in this game because I don't think it's like I don't think it's pretty consistent in regards to certain things, right? So we're gonna take a look at the card anyways. It's very weird when they upgrade because sometimes they just feel very strange anyways. But it is what it is. My boy over here obviously is a Manchester United fan, so he tries to make as high as possible as a Manchester United team as he can, right? He obviously has some very good players here and there. With De Gea's card, in regards to stats, in regards to whether or not his rare gold was already meta, his rare gold was meta, right? In my opinion. I liked using it. I thought Ter Stegen was better in regards to consistency, but with De Gea, obviously he has really good animations, right? Sometimes he chooses the leg animation when he should, the diving animation when he should, so on and so forth. But as you guys know with goalkeepers, it is still random, but it's just cool to see what animation choices they make. Sometimes when you're doing the reviews, you can just let the ball, you can let the player have shooting opportunities. It just depends on how they choose to dive for certain moments. Sometimes you got to give them a little bit of space to make sure they actually shoot the ball to see how he dives. The one animation you just want to avoid at all costs is the log animation, where it's like they just dive, but they don't actually do steps to dive. They just fall and then dive. It's very weird. It's not an ideal animation, but he has the long throw trait, which used to be like a huge thing back in the day, but most goalkeepers throw pretty nicely nowadays. Cautious with crosses, so he doesn't really approach crosses that much, but it's De Gea, you know. And then the saves with feet trait. So saves with feet trait was a really big thing during the driven shot era. But the rest of the team doesn't really matter for this. What we want to do is test him out in different game situations. I kind of want to play with constant pressure, but on low depth, because I kind of want to put pressure on the opposition without me actually holding the controller. So I'm just going to be using the left stick here and there, whatever, with the width high, because the AI will put the pressure on the player, and obviously composure will play into effect with that and everything. And then we'll just have players in the box set to super high, width set to super high, because again, we just want to be able to get some save animations out of the goalkeeper. So yeah, let's go ahead and try that out with De Gea. We'll see what his animations are like, and we'll basically take it from there. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and use team press. That with constant pressure should be enough. Let's check out the long throw trait of his. You know what it is with the long throw trait? It's still, like, you don't necessarily need it anymore. Like, there was years, I think it was, like 3 years ago or something, where it was such a requirement for the card, because if you didn't have the long throw trait, your players could legit never throw the ball properly. It would be so short all the time, and it's obviously very important to be able to throw the ball to your fullback. So nowadays you don't you do notice a difference with the long throw trait because of the certain animation and how it comes off and whatnot, but it's just not necessarily like a hugely important thing nowadays because most goalkeepers throw the ball really nicely. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything here. No manual goalkeeping. Let's see how he decides to save this opportunity. Goes for the leg save trait right there. Very typical stuff, to be honest. I don't fault him for allowing that to get through in all fairness. Let's see the angles from this a little bit. Gareth Bale strike. To be honest, he covers the field really nicely in that situation. So not necessarily a bad situation for him to let in. Okay, we'll try out another situation right here. How he positions himself. No manual goalkeeping. I like the way he actually positioned himself to kind of block the left side more than the right side there. Look at his positioning here. Not bad. Not bad. Because he actually gives him more of that space to the left side in that situation for the guy to do a power strike. But some people will mostly go for the near post in that situation. So it's kind of nice that he actually occupied that spot. Yep. No, I didn't pull him at all right there. It approaches the ball really nicely. Good goalkeeper AI to understand that he should be getting the ball in that situation. So not too bad there. Okay, here's another situation right here. Generic positioning. I think he likes to position himself more for the near post angle than the far post angle, which is very interesting because, as you guys know, the most effective way to score in this game is definitely the near post angle. So that situation right there, I feel like he holds his ground really nicely because obviously people are going to go for that type of shot mostly in the game anyways. And, you know, Inaki Williams, which I think that was Inaki Williams, he did a good finish there, just to the right side, nothing too crazy, you know. Yeah, I don't know what this dude's doing. Okay, so here's another situation. Let's pull the goalie out a little bit. Pull him all the way this time. He goes for a slide tackle on the player. Okay. So it makes sense because I think the ball was just outside the 18-yard box, so that's typical goalkeeper behavior as well. Nothing too crazy over there. Let's see what he does on the free kick. We'll take some players out of the wall over here if we can. We'll push this guy more to the right side right here. Okay, let's see what he does here. I'm going to push these guys a little bit out. This guy's going to go for the free kick here. Let's see what happens. Okay. A terrible free kick. Typical positioning. Okay, perfect. Nothing here as well. See how he positions himself more to the near post angle? Very interesting. He takes a shot right there, shoots it through the middle. De Gea's parry is to the side in that situation, but more to the possession of my defender, so not necessarily too bad right there. Okay, so we're going to do some pushing here. I'm not going to push too far here to play off of the other player right there. Again, positions himself for a nice little punch. So very nice right there. So those ones you kind of have to play with the, you know, pulling out the goalkeeper parts because obviously you don't want to pull him out completely when the player is completely open in that situation. Let's see if he goes for the far post right here. A nice little animation to dive towards the ball. That's interesting. I don't really often see that animation that much, to be honest. Could be a De Gea thing there. Oh, this guy wants to waste time on his half. Oh, big mistake, my friend. Goal number 1. Keep it rolling. That's goal number 2. Nice little dribbling there with Greenwood. There we go. Got the 3 goals. Back to the review. He does like an animation, like, it's going over! Alright, should give him an opportunity right here, too. Let's do some offside traps. Push the goalie out a little bit to scare him. Goes for the cross. It's a typical header right there, too, I would say. Yeah, I mean, he feels like a typical goalkeeper in all fairness, guys. Like, see, the thing that I think about with goalkeepers, right, is that I feel like, personally, this card is going to play very similar to his rare gold card. I think these are, like just coin drainers because let's just think of it like this, right? You look at someone like De Gea, and he already has, I think it's like a 90 rated gold card, right? So it's like, you might as well just use the 90 rated gold card if you're talking about quality in game because you're not really going to notice a difference between like significant save improvements from certain areas. Now, where you do notice it is when you potentially move it from a, you know, rare gold and then informs to whatever to a team of the year. A team of the year is where you're going to notice the drastic improvement between the cards because the team of the year cards are drastically improved so that even if they get a chemistry style boost of whatever it is that they're using, whether that's basic or whatever, they're going to be significantly better. Perfect example of that is a Team of the Year Alisson, a Team of the Year De Gea at the time, right? Those cards are most likely going to be significantly better. Now, it's not always like that, right? Because if you guys think of it like this, there is people who were playing in the pro tournaments with the Team of the Year De Gea card that didn't like Team of the Year De Gea, and they actually used his rare gold over it because they thought it was a super, super inconsistent card. So that's the thing about goalkeepers, that they're very strange in FIFA. Sometimes them being upgraded isn't really a significant difference. I feel like personally, if you were to get most of the goalkeepers that are not getting significant stat increases if they're already high, you're most likely just paying for the color of the card. You're paying for the collective version of it, if that makes any sense. And because this is the Player Moments De Gea card, I don't think he's going to get a Team of the Season, but I could be completely wrong. It really just depends, right? I just feel like that's like mostly the case with these types of dudes anyways, you know? Okay, guys, so let's see what you would be paying for the colored version of the card. You would be paying 140k for the colored version of the card. So I just want to explain this to you guys when it comes to these types of cards, right? I want you to take a look at this card with the basic chemistry style, right? 99 diving, 99 reflexes, 98 handling, 96 kicking, and 99 positioning, right? Okay, if I go to his rare gold card and I give him a basic chemistry style, these stat increases, right? 99 diving, 99 reflexes, which are the most important ones, right? Handling is still 94. Kicking is a 91. Kicking I don't even do at all. And then positioning is at a 95. So maybe with the positioning of +4, sure, why not? But dudes, I think if you have this card and you have him for sentimental value, right? Manchester United or whatever, or even for the meta concept, you are paying 100k for the color of the card. Would I do that myself if it was someone like Iker Casillas? Yeah, I would pay the 100k for the colored version of the card because of my FC Porto team. But I'm just telling you that that's what I feel towards these cards because, I don't know, man. You look at someone like Alisson, right? And we're going to be doing this for the future reviews as well because his animation choices aren't bad. It's just that you notice more of a significant difference between a card like this and a card like this. Like, look at the base card stat increases. A +12, a +8, a +8, a +10, a +5. You know what I'm saying? But then you go to, like, someone like De Gea, right? You go to someone like De Gea, where the difference is in the 3s and the 4s and the 5s. You're not, I just really don't think you're going to notice that big of a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because you give him the basic chemistry style anyways, and his boosts with that and the moments cards are not too far off of each other. So you would essentially be paying another 100k for the colored version of the card. That's what I think. That's the review that I would give for the card. Would I do it under certain circumstances for the game? Yes. Like my boy over here, he is the best example of doing it for sentimental value because he's using a Manchester United team. So this is probably going to be the best version of De Gea's card. So it makes a lot of sense for him to get it. That's how I would view this whole concept with this card, you know? So hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I will catch you guys for the next one. I think we might have some SBC packs today because I think they dropped a new team of the season SBC. So we'll see what's up with that. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys. You guys have yourself a good one. Bye.